Inflation in the United States is rocking American consumers in ways not experienced for 4 decades. From the cost of renting homes to weekly grocery bills and, of course, the soaring price of petrol, inflation has hit spending here, with families across the country forced to make adjustments. WION's US correspondent Susan Tehrani, who is a busy woman today, has this report.
Inflation is rocking American consumers at levels not experienced in more than 40 years, from the cost of renting homes, weekly groceries, and filling up the gas tank. Rising prices have hit U.S. spenders for much of this year, as many make adjustments.
Finding economical stuff now is like getting ridiculous. You literally have to go miles and miles to try to save a buck or two, but I'm like, I understand the pandemic, I understand what's going on in the world, but I don't understand. You have poor people on this planet. Why do you have to keep making the prices so ridiculous?
We used to do Instacart, and at this point, why don't we just go to the supermarket, save the fee that they charge you, save the taxes, the tipping, because it has went up ridiculous. Like our meat, it's like you can't even have a good grocery shopping list with $100 anymore.
For this New Yorker, like many others, working remotely from home has been cost-effective these days.
A lot of us are working from home, me included, so that saves you on commute, and it saves you on lunch, and I would normally go out every day to eat lunch and pay for the Metro card, so that, thankfully, is something that I'm saving.
In April, food at home prices jumped 11%, the largest 12-month increase since November 1980, and small quality-of-life pleasures that were afforded before the pandemic have now fallen by the wayside for many.
U.S. inflation is sitting roughly at around 8.6% with no sign of cooling down. Economists now predict that a recession is inevitable. However, President Biden and his team insist that's not the case, desperately trying to change the narrative ahead of crucial upcoming elections.
And regarding sending financial aid to Ukraine, to who's to blame for the current state of the economy, opinions differ.
Because what happens is because of the Putin, what's happening in Ukraine. I mean, because, that's no good.
I understand the war in Ukraine, but you need to do something to help your people here first. You have people here that are literally struggling. They have their own war with being able to eat.
Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.